are listening to Herald News on DSG Radio, leading the news, shaping tomorrow. In Nigeria's ever-spinning wheel of fortune, loyalty has become a fleeting currency. And once again, it's up for sale. Governor Peter Mbah of Enugu State, a man who rode into power on the back of the PDP banner, has now crossed over to the All Progressive Congress, APC. Not quietly, not reluctantly, but with a full parade of aides, lawmakers, and political associates marching behind him. A defection staged like a coronation. The question, though, is not what happened, but it's why it keeps happening. Let's state the facts. Governor Peter Mbah formally dumped PDP and declared for the ruling APC, citing a desire for closer collaboration with the federal government to accelerate development. A noble reason on paper. But in the corridors of political realism, few believe this is about development. It is about alignment with power, about survival in a system where opposition politics has been starved of oxygen, and where, to get things done, you must stand in the shadow of the ruling party. We've seen this play before. David Umahi of Ebonyi State did it in 2020. Ben Ayade in Cross River. Bello Matawale in Zamfara. Each claimed the same thing: alignment for development. But what truly developed? The people or their political careers? Mbah's defection isn't just a personal move. It is a systemic tremor across the Southeast, a region that for decades has been the PDP's last fortress. From 1999 till now, Enugu was the PDP's pride, a stronghold that never failed until now. And with Mbah's move, the fortress finally cracked. Let's be clear. This is not just Enugu politics. This is about the Igbo political voice being reprogrammed, reshaped, and perhaps repossessed. APC strategists have been clear. They want the Southeast, and Peter Mbah just opened the front gate. But what about the people? In the villages, the markets, the motor parks, you can hear their voice, you can hear their frustration. Politicians are all the same, they say. Today APC, tomorrow PDP. Who really cares? That cynicism is dangerous because it feeds the very cycle that keeps citizens powerless. When defection becomes a career path, not a betrayal, democracy suffers. Election becomes theater, and the people become spectators in a game played by elites. So, while Mbah stands before camera, wearing a new party's colors, the real story is what's lost. What is lost is the dignity of political consistency. What is lost is the trust of the electorate. What is lost is the idea that leadership means more than strategy. Let's not pretend this move was random. The handwriting was there for months. Federal project stalled in Enugu. Subtle coldness from Abuja. Pressure from political godfathers whispering, align or be isolated. So the governor did the math and made the move. But here is a question no one dares to ask. If a state must bow to the center to survive, is that federalism or feudalism? If every governor must kneel before the ruling party for roads, grants, and projects, then what's the point of democracy? Where is the independence of states? Where is the dignity of governance? Defections in Nigeria aren't new. They are part of our political DNA. From the MPN crossovers of the 1980s to the PDP, APC merry-go-rounds of the Fourth Republic. But history always leaves a warning. Defection buys influence, not loyalty. It wins favor, not forgiveness. And eventually, the same politics that welcomes you today will exile you tomorrow. Just ask the many who defected before him, celebrated in one season and abandoned in the next. Beyond the headlines and photo ops, there is a deeper cost. The erosion of political identity in the Southeast. For decades, the region has struggled for a unified national voice. Now that the voice is splintered, part PDP, part Labour, part APC, part ADC, and part silent resignation. Peter Mbah's defection might seem strategic, but to many voters, it feels like surrender. A surrender to a system that punishes independence and rewards conformity. And for a people still demanding fairness, equity, and inclusion in national politics, that surrender cuts deep. We at Herald News ask one simple question. If every leader claims to defect for development, then why is Nigeria still underdeveloped? How many roads have been fixed by defection? How many hospitals built by crossing carpets? How many lives improved by switching parties? None. Absolutely none. Because development doesn't come from party logos. It comes from leadership. And leadership, Governor Mbah, is not about standing with power. It's about standing with the people. The defection of Peter Mbah to APC is not just another headline. It is a mirror reflecting everything broken about Nigeria's politics. The absence of ideology, the weakness of opposition, the addiction to power. But maybe, just maybe, this time, the people will remember. And when the ballot box is open again, they will know that defection is not development. And loyalty without conviction is treason against the people's trust. From Enugu to Abuja, the lesson is clear. Power shift, but integrity should never defect. We have watched the system stumble. We have seen promises vanish like morning mist. Yet, in every Nigerian street, someone still wakes up and tries again. The market woman still opens her store. The teacher still shows up. The driver still starts his engine. We may have lost faith in leaders, but not in ourselves, because deep down, we still believe in something bigger. I believe in Nigeria. Do you? I believe you do. And so I encourage you to join our conversation. Subscribe to this channel. Together we will make Nigeria great again. My name is Duru Sonny George, and you've been listening to Herald News on DSG Radio. Thank you.